Well, pronouns are political, and I'm really not going over gender, 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 gender neutral. That's it. General. That's the new phrase. General pronouns. Okay, gender neutral pronouns. Because there is no definitive answer about them. However, so the caveat for me is if you would like to be called a particular pronoun, you just need to let me know. I have a grammatical issue with the pronoun they because they is a third person plural pronoun, as you can see from my handout. And I find it difficult to call a singular individual they. So I've been calling the forces that be to create a new pronoun for us that is gender neutral. Thus far, they have not answered me, and as an English teacher, I have to say this is most distressing. But if you want to be called they, I'm okay with that. I don't know how I feel about it in your writing. However, I'm trying to modernize. So, here are the old-fashioned rules about pronouns. Pronouns, like many in English, like in many languages, are sexed, and they refer to either singular or plural groups of human beings. And we have not, and some animals. Some people get very angry if you call a dog an it, because dogs are people. It's all, like I said, pronouns are political. That's the title of this lecture, Pronouns Are Political. So, here we go. How to use them. The list over on your left-hand side here. These are subject pronouns. They are the pronouns that are in subjects. I, we, he, she, they. One and you as well. But these are the ones that go, I went to the store with him. Me, us, him, her, them. Those are object pronouns. Those are, in the sentence, they are the pronouns that are objects. However, again, things are changing. My college-educated son will say things to me such as, me and Sue went to the concert. And I look at him, and then Sue and I went to the concert. Well, me can't go to the concert because me is not a subject. This is changing too, but for the purposes of your paper, you want to keep those on the right-hand side in the object position in your sentence. I went to the store with him. We went to the store with them. He and she went to the store with me. People hate me. They're scared of it. So that's your list. Keep that next to you when you're writing your paper. One is a very snooty pronoun that is gender neutral, but it's stilted. And one really does not like to go to the store with him. One. I avoid it. When I'm writing a paper and I'm trying not to use I, which people get sick of, I use the first person plural we. When we read the story, we find that the main character goes to the store with him. I use we. You is a really annoying second person singular pronoun that people use for a variety of reasons. One is to avoid being in the sentence. And my example for this is, and I believe I wrote it somewhere, I did down on this handout, down a fur piece here. I was watching the news years ago, back when I used to watch the news and I wasn't able to stream it on Facebook. The news guy interviewed a fellow who had been in a fire. And the man was traumatized. So the guy says, Sir, here, I've got my, Sir, can you tell me what it was like to be in the fire? And the man stares at him and says, well, you know how it is when you're running down the hallway and you're scared and the fire is burning at your feet and you jump through the window. And I'm thinking, no, I really don't know that because you refers to me. If you're talking and you say you, I think you're talking to me. So, so that's one way. We hide the I narrator behind you. The other way people do it is they're trying to be general. Oh, you know how it is when you're sitting around the fire singing campfire songs. You're trying to be inclusive. Again, I refer you back to we. When we were all sitting around the campfire singing campfire songs, we had a good time. That's more inclusive. So I sort of put those guys down there so you'd avoid them. Don't really use them. You can't. There's a place for you. In fact, there are whole novels written in the second person. In fact, I read a memoir, which should be I, written in the second person. It's possible. Here are some words to watch out for, and they are possessive pronouns. Everyone, everybody, anyone, someone, and somebody. All these words are singular. So when you use them, you're talking about one person. Everyone is not the whole bunch of people in the room. It's everyone likes, here's the example. Everyone loves her hometown. I try to avoid these weird constructions by using we. We love our hometown. Or getting a plural word. People love their hometowns. So I just, when you use an anybody or an everybody, anyone, someone, somebody, remember you're talking about uno, one person. What else? What else do I want to tell you about pronouns? We and us. Okay, I think, consistency. So here's an inconsistent, very inconsistent sentence. Listen to the pronouns. When we think about the past, people, we imagine their hometowns, the very places that nurtured or at least formed us. Everybody needs to acknowledge their hometowns. You can go home again. I've used everything in that sentence. So here is a way of getting around all of that. When we think about the past, we have to reimagine our hometowns, the very places that nurtured or at least formed us. We need to acknowledge our hometowns. We can go home again. Everything's consistent there. I use the plural of first person, and I'm being inclusive. I don't have an everyone. I don't have a somebody. I've got it. It's all consistent. So I think that this handout will really help you if you're having trouble. If I've circled a lot of, If I've circled a lot of things on your papers or I'm talking about pronouns, come back here and just look at the list and think subject on the left, object on the right, avoid one and you for now, and be consistent. Okay, we'll talk more about pronouns.